What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for stopping by today. I'm James with A&M Smokers.
And I'm Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue.
And today we're gonna have a rib throwdown. Stay tuned.
All right, so let's get these ribs rubbed down. I'm starting with a good layer of the garlic jalapeno seasonal. You guys know I love this stuff. Just a good layer, nothing too heavy. Just like that. Second rub I'm using is an SPG. A little bit heavy on the pepper. Just put a light layer of this. Just like that. Third layer, using the nutty pecan from Bakery Lane Barbecue. If you notice, I'm starting to go a little bit heavier once I get to the nutty pecan, okay? Just a little bit heavier. Just like that. And the third rub is this competition rib rub. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on this one as well. Now this is the bottom side of the ribs, and I think that the seasoning the bottom side of the ribs is just as important as the top, because as you're biting into the ribs, you know, your tongue hits the bottom of the rib first. So it's just as important. A lot of people don't pay too much attention to the bottom side. I do. Okay, flip them over. Just like that. Now, one thing I didn't mention is I injected these ribs with some Victory Lane barbecue pork injection. Okay, so that's what I have in here. That's why you see this kind of glaze on the top. That's gonna act as a binder, if you will. So just reverse everything. Garlic jalapeno seasonal.
All right, you guys, so Joe already seasoned his ribs up. You just saw a clip of that. Now I'm gonna season mine. Unlike Joe brought out the big guns, man. He's injecting and everything. He's even using top secret. Is it even on the market yet? Competition rub.
It is. It is.
Good God. I think, you know, I thought about injecting, but I ain't gonna do that. But I am going to make a smear for these ribs. You guys seen any of my last few videos, you know that the butter and Worcestershire are the combos that I prefer.
Top secret right here. The secret is out.
Don't tell nobody, or I'm banning all of you. Then I'm just gonna, you guys saw what Joe was using. Here I just have an SPG. We'll get some of that on there. Then I'm gonna hit it with some Killer Hogs. Now I will tell you that this is the first time I'm using this rub combination because I want to try some stuff out. So I don't know that I'm gonna show everything. Oh, I get dirty already.
So how do you feel about seasoning the bottom of the ribs, James?
I think it's important. I think I got it in your clip. We were talking about when they go bite the rib. The first thing that tongue touches is the bottom of the rib. So it's important to season them up. However, I will say that I don't go as heavy as you did on yours. On the bottom part, at least. Flipped over.
So are we gonna say what that fourth rub was?
What rub?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. You can see it on the camera, but
It might be able to, yeah.
I think he put something else in there personally.
I just say I'm not someone who normally uses original containers.
Oh.
You'll see a lot of people at comps coming over your area and hey, how's it going? Just a shig. Shigging is, you know, what shigging means is they come to your area and act like they're your friend and, you know, hey, how your day going? But really while they're there, they're looking around and seeing, you know, what rubs you have laid out, what sauces you have laid out. That's shigging. So that's why I never use original containers. So we're just gonna repeat the process on the top. I'll show you what they look like as soon as they're done. We're gonna let that rub sweat in, and then we're gonna get them out on the smoker. All right, so I got the ribs rubbed down. One thing I forgot is I am gonna take some, I can't believe it's not butter. Spray some of this on here. Kind of lock in that rub. Somebody's gonna say, why don't you use real butter? I get that all the time. Because real butter, James. Because Parquet, I can't believe it's not butter. And real butter don't burn the same. So, or, I'm sorry, they don't melt the same.
Oh, my mic's not even
So, it's gonna do that. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'll take some coarse black pepper and right over the top. Just to give it, you know, to have a little peppery taste, but I like those little black flakes you see in the ribs once they're done. You don't want to go too heavy with it though. That's it, we're gonna let them sweat in. I'll show you what they look like once they've sweated in.
And the apples, if you will. So just grab them from the bottom. I'm actually gonna pull this rack out a little bit. Put them all the way back here. Bunch them up. Just like that.
Got the next one. Got the ribs on. What they look like, those are Joe's in the back. He already started to cheat by injecting. And these are mine here. So as long as they taste better, I don't care what he puts on them. Right. As long as mine tastes better.
Oh, I thought you were complimenting me.
No. As long as mine tastes better, I don't care what he puts on them.
Competition a little too far.
Hey, money is money. A dollar is a dollar.
A dollar is an autographed dollar.
An autographed dollar. So we're gonna cook at about 275. We'll let them go and check back, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. Take a look at them, see if we need to spritz.
All right, guys, we're about 45 minutes into the cook. And I believe James is gonna spritz with a little bit of butter. I'm using some apple cider vinegar and water.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe
you can't say it's butter because somebody's gonna, I guarantee you, leave a comment saying, that's not butter. Why aren't you using butter? So don't you dare call it butter.
It's not,
because someone will have something to say. Get this bottom one down here as well.
Give it a nice shine.
Yeah. Again, people's gonna say, why aren't you using real butter? Well, this melts different. It doesn't congeal like real butter. So that's why cooks prefer this over real butter a lot of times for the spritz.
So then I'm just going to use apple cider vinegar and water. Just a light spritz. That's it.
Huge difference in the color of these ribs, which is, I think there's going to be a huge difference in flavor. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, mine are still going to be better, but
okay,
you know.
But look at the meatier ribs over there.
Yeah, but we're not voting on the size of the rib. We're voting on taste.
It's the amount of meat.
They're going to have they're going to bite into those big old ribs, and there's going to be too much fat in there. I guarantee it.
God, here we go.
I guarantee it.
This guy takes the competition too serious, but guys,
don't even go.
45 minutes in, this is where we're at. We're going to give it another probably 30 minutes. Come back and see if we got the color, and probably at that point we'll wrap them. So stay tuned, guys.
All right, these ribs have been going for 2 hours. I'm sorry, 1 hour. 1 hour wrap. Ooh. Let's take a look at them.
We'll zoom you guys in a little bit closer. See what James got going on over there. Oh man, smelling good. Ooh.
And it got hot. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man. I got some nice pull back there.
Yeah, so
James's ribs.
I'm actually using my thermopan just to check the tenderness. Oh yeah. They're done.
Yeah, they're extremely tender.
Yeah, they're reading, if anyone is wondering, they're reading right about 202. Oh, we might need a spatula to get these out.
Right? And these?
Yeah. You want to take both of yours out first?
Oh, we can just do it.
Oh man, yeah, I might need a spatula.
Yeah. You could play it here for now.
Ooh, look at that pullback.
Wow,
This bone right here is already falling out.
yeah.
Well, these stains are done.
You see that? Let me grab your phone.
So,
Yeah, these suckers are looking good. So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is kind of let the bark dry up a little bit, probably 10-15 minutes, and then we'll come back and sauce them. But you can see there now. This is the reason why I didn't trim that fat. So it has rendered off quite a bit. But had I cut this off, I'd have a big gash in there. So that's definitely not something that we wanted. But both ribs look really, really good. Two totally different colors, but they look good. James got some nice pullback. These have a little bit of pullback. These will pull back a little bit more, just leaving them sitting there for another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
At that point, we'll come back and sauce them. So,
yeah. So we're gonna unwrap the other two, lay them out, and then we'll put back up once they're done, and we actually take them inside, more than likely.
yeah,
So that's what they look like now.
stay tuned, guys.
Done. That's what they look like.
They're like nachos, but they put like
Those are Joe's,
lettuce and tomatoes.
and these are mine.
Cream, and you do that.
So we're gonna get them cut up and let people start tasting. All right, these ribs are done. We're about to cut into them. Brother Joe's gonna cut his ribs first. I'll cut mine after his, and then put them in a full pan over here and let people taste them, see what they think.
All right, so the ribs are ready. This is my rack here, and these are James's racks right here. So I'm gonna just grab a couple of slice a couple of ribs, put them in an aluminum tray pan right here. We're gonna number them, number 1 and number 2. Let our guests taste the ribs and have them come up with a winner. So I'm using my electric knife. I think these are really tender. That's the reason. These bones are kind of straight. So here we go. Just check them. Yeah, they're tender. So good. Here we go. I mean, it's almost falling off the bone. So we'll slice these up, put them in a tray, and we'll let you guys know what the people say. So stay tuned.
All right, so Joe already cut up his ribs. I got my ribs. We're gonna cut them up, place them in the tray, and let people get to judging. So this is cut up.
Good looking ribs there. Let's see what they look like. So this is the lamb look all sliced up. Look at James's nice, good smoke rate on both these ribs.
Yeah. So
I gotta tell you, they both look really good. So we'll see what the judges say. Stay tuned.
yeah, we're gonna place these off in a pan, and we'll get this other rack cut up, and then we'll get to tasting.
Looking good. 1 bite, not 2 bites. Okay, so
like the texture.
All right, so in our little rib throwdown, Joe and I actually tied. But
all right, everybody go over there so we can all come out of the video.
So who's
it's a tie, so nobody won.
Yeah, who's one, who's two?
Mine's number 2.
No, I'm number 2. I thought I was number 2. I'm 2. You're 1.
Oh, I'm number 1.
Yeah. So
That's right, I'm number 1, sorry.
So I'm still undefeated.
All right, so the voting is done, and you guys aren't going to.
I can't believe we tied.
Wow.
All I gotta say is I'm still undefeated. It's not a loss. It ain't a win.
This is a win because you have beat some pretty big barbecue players with ribs, and he's got a ring on his finger that says number 1 in ribs. So I'm gonna consider that a win.
Yeah.
So
Is that like a moral victory?
that is good. We're gonna have to do this another day to settle it.
I keep my $1. And Joe keeps his $1.
I get to keep my $1.
So,
If
and
Gil shows up, he can be the tiebreaker.
these are all
Is
the
that Gil?
these are all the folks that were so gracious enough to judge. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys for.
Hope you enjoyed the ribs.
Hope you guys like the ribs.
Very good. Very good.
So.
I'm gonna consider this a win. Good job.
It is what it is. Yeah, same to you. Now I gotta taste one of your ribs.
Yeah, now I gotta taste your ribs too. I gotta taste my ribs.
All right, you guys. So our little rib challenge, or little rib throwdown, is done, and Joe's happy. Well, we're both happy because I can say that I'm still undefeated. Joe.
I feel like
I
I took down King Kong, honestly. I mean, just with a tie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was good. I think we both cooked our tails off.
I'm gonna tell you, Joe's ribs, and this is the God honest truth. I would have turned those ribs in at a competition any day. They were God honest truth. They were really, really good. Yeah, I enjoyed them.
The flavor profiles were similar. I think yours had a more traditional sauce and a very savory flavor. Both of them were really good, but I gotta tell you, when I ate your rib and I ate my rib, I was like, man, there's a slight difference, and only I think the trained palate could really tell the difference. But it was good. I mean, I was, when we were picking out the numbers, and there was 1, and then like 2 was ahead, or
so I jumped out ahead. I was like, yes, I got this.
Yeah.
And the next thing I hear is we're tied.
Right.
Like, fuck. I can't lose to Joe.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think we both cooked our butts off, man. And this Yoder Frontiersman did an amazing job. The flavor was spot on.
First time ever cooking on that Frontiersman, and dude, you guys, that thing is a beast.
Yeah,
it's a badass smoker.
Yeah, in fact, we're still cooking on it for another video that James is doing, so look out for that. But man, I had fun, James. I mean, it was good to cooking alongside you, and just good times, man. That's what barbecue's about.
Yeah, and I didn't. I did some things that are different. I didn't have my full arsenal at my disposal. Now Joe did offer up anything that I needed. I had full range too. So that's that. But listen, both ribs were, I thought, excellent. His were really meaty, really juicy. They were probably twice as thick as mine.
Yeah.
But he has some good ribs. So that is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rib throwdown. I'm just, again, happy that I can say I'm still undefeated.
Yeah.
It's not a win.
James, to me, that's a win.
It's not a win, but it's not a loss. So I'll take it any day. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you guys next time. Hey, again, Joe, thank you for having me out.
Yeah, man.
It was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you next time. Take care.
See you.